Carrie Balmforth, and I'm an independent consultant with Jamberry Nails. Today I'm going to talk to you about my method for applying my jams. The first thing that you're going to need is a heat source. My favorite heat source is the Jamberry mini heater. The second thing that you're going to need is the Jamberry application kit, and it comes with all of the tools that you're going to need to put on your jams. It's going to come with a nail buff, a fingernail file, a purple cuticle pusher, an orange stick, nail scissors, and fingernail clippers. The great thing about Jamberry is their wraps come on a clear background, so you can take them and you can size them to your fingernails appropriately. Some other things that are going to be really helpful: just a regular sandwich bag, rubbing alcohol, cotton balls. So first, what you're going to want to do is push your cuticles back. I soak my hands first, and then I just push back the cuticles. You don't want to have any of the cuticle left on your fingernail because that will cause the nail wrap to come up. So after you've pushed back your cuticles, you're going to want to go and wash your hands. And the best thing to wash them with is dishwashing soap. If you notice that you have extra oily nail beds, a really great way to get rid of that oil is to just soak your nails in black tea. So after you've pushed back your cuticles and you've washed your fingernails, then you're going to take your alcohol and you're just going to swipe your nail with it. And that's going to get anything else that's just left at all. So I've got my wrap already pre-cut, and I would suggest with your first application that you just cut the nail wrap right in half so that you have plenty of nail wrap for your finger. After a couple of applications, you'll get used to knowing about how much will cover your nail, and so then you can cut it a little bit closer to the right size, and you'll have leftovers to use on your toes or for other accent nails. So I'm just going to use my purple cuticle pusher. If you don't have one of these, you can also use tweezers, and you just slide it so that you don't touch the wrap one bit. Now, it doesn't take a lot of heat to get it warmed up, especially with the Jamberry mini heater. It's very concentrated and very hot, so you really only need about 1 to 2 seconds heating it up. So then what you're going to want to do is make sure that you don't put it too close to the cuticle that it actually touches, but close enough that you can't see your nail. So people have different shaped nails. Some people have flat nails and some people have really curvy nails. If you've got just flat nails, then go ahead and just lay it down and you can just apply pressure. If you've got curvy nails, you're going to only want to put the wrap halfway on, and then you're going to want to pull it to that side and pull it to the other side. And then you're going to want to press down. The purple cuticle pusher is really great for applying pressure all over the nail. If you don't have a purple cuticle pusher or something like it, then you can always just use your finger and really press. Remember, the more pressure, the better. So now that I have it on, you can use 2 different things to trim the wrap. You can either use your fingernail scissors, or I really like to use fingernail clippers. And you're going to trim it just so that there's a teeny tiny bit hanging over the edge. So now that you've got that trimmed, this is where your sandwich bag comes into play. You're going to wrap it around your finger, and then you're going to pull it tight so that the nail wrap really has a lot of pressure. So this kind of shrink wraps it onto your fingernail, and it also really helps for your tips to stay down, because that's one of the #1 problems that people have is lifting tips. If you use this Baggie method, most likely that's going to help you. So then you're just going to heat it up. I usually heat it until I can really start to feel it. So then you're gonna apply pressure one more time. At this point, you're gonna wanna wait until your nail wrap has cooled down. If you just start to file it right now, then it's most likely gonna fray. But if you wait until it cools down, then you're gonna get a clean edge. So you're gonna grab your fingernail file and you're gonna just file at a 90-degree angle that last little bit off. And as you can see, it's starting to come off. Something that some people like to do, if they have problems with their tips lifting, is instead of doing a 90-degree angle, they just change it and do a 45-degree angle and just file off just a little bit more so that it's not right on the edge of their nail. So now that it's on, this is where you're going to want to use your nail buff. And buff it down. Some things to remember when you're filing is to make sure to always file down. And never across like this. You can kind of do a little bit of an angle, but for the most part, you just want it to be straight down. If you do it up, then it's gonna lift your wrap. Your nail buffer is just a little bit different because it's not quite as coarse. And that's it. You're done. So if you have any other questions about application, go ahead and talk to your consultant or check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.